What's going on, everyone? We are officially here. It is the back half of the season. Usually they say it's the second half. It's not really the second half. It's like the last quarter of the season. But nonetheless, look, Lakers need to handle business. They need to show up. We need to close out February very strong. We got a grueling March that's going to be a real test for this Lakers team and really kind of let us know where we are amongst the other teams and potential contenders in the NBA. It starts off with the Golden State Warriors. Both teams have won 6 out of the last 7. Both teams are looking to climb the standings and try to get into that, 7th, 8th, preferably 5, 6 spot. The Lakers currently are in a pretty solid position in that regard, more so than the Warriors. The Lakers right now are only 2 games back of the Sacramento Kings, who they play twice coming up in a couple weeks, and they would be able to move into the 7th, 8th spot. They're 3.5 games back of the Phoenix Suns for the 5th seed. They also have tiebreakers over both Phoenix and the Pelicans, so it's good for the Lakers going forward. Lakers won the first matchup against the Golden State Warriors. Got to get the win this time because Warriors are a game and a half behind the Lakers as far as standings go. If Warriors win, that gives them a full game. Now they're only half a game back of the Lakers. But the Lakers also have a little more wiggle room as far as just a head start. As I mentioned, they are 3.5 games back of the 5 seed. The Warriors are 5 full games back of the Suns and the Pelicans for that 5-6. They are currently 4 games back of that 7th, 8th spot. So Warriors have a lot of work ahead of them, as do the Lakers. Lakers are going to be without LeBron James and Christian Wood. LeBron James obviously is much more impactful. He's a guy that, could single-handedly just take over a game if we need him to, close down the stretch in a tight game. He's LeBron James. Christian Wood, he's a guy that's kind of hot and cold at times as far as like his role and opportunity. But if he was ever going to have a great game, it's probably against the Warriors, right? Because Warriors are undersized. Christian Wood, it's a good matchup for him. He can play the 4, he could play the 5, and kind of, be more effective in that matchup as opposed to, say you're playing Denver or something, right? But regardless, right, we need guys to pick it up. We're going to need big games the rest of this half or the rest of this back half between all of our guards, right? We got the 3 skill guards now, thanks to Spencer Dinwiddie coming to the party and joining the Lakers. He's a guy that whether he continues to stay off the bench, eventually moves in the starting unit, whatever ends up happening with him, we need him to be the guy that we know he's capable of being. Being a guy that can make plays for others, being a guy that can be aggressive, get to the basket, be a good point of attack defensive guy. Use some of his size and athleticism and his versatility, his ability to play 1 through 3 and defend 1 through 3, I think is very important. It's very massive. Gives us just another guy that on any given night could go off and be your third guy behind LeBron James and Anthony Davis. If Reeves is having an off night or D'Lo's having an off night, he could even be the 4th guy. If one of the other guys are getting going, or Rui Hachimura, who has really stepped up lately. Austin Reeves, these last 10 games has been much better, much more consistent. Both him and D'Lo. D'Lo has been, it's been about the last 20 games, but both of these guys, if you look at their stats the last 10 games, are nearly identical. D'Lo's averaging slightly more points the last 10 games. He's averaging 20.5, where Austin Reeves is averaging 19.5, so not much off. Both of them are averaging just a hair under 42% from 3 and 50% from the field. We need that efficiency from these guys. Obviously, bad games happen. Obviously, bad nights happen. It's fine. But outside of the occasional bad night, what are they doing game in and game out? What are they doing night in and night out, right? We've seen Austin Reeves have stretches where he's had 5, 6, 7 games where he's been great, and then I'll have 3 or 4 games where he's not so great. Can he kind of find his groove? Hey, it was this time last year that Austin Reeves really emerged and really turned his season around and became the guy that earned the contract and earned that spot that he has now currently. So this is kind of that Austin Reeves time. This is kind of his moment to pick it up, step it up, and show hey, last year wasn't kind of a one-off. I am that guy. I am him. And D'Lo, he needs to continue to produce the way he's been producing. I loved even the previous game, right, where you saw against Utah, he recognized immediately Rui's got it going. Anthony Davis is cooking. Austin Reeves is cooking, right? Instead of me taking away from everybody, let me just go set a career high in assists. I love that. It's one of the things that I absolutely love about D'Angelo Russell, and it's one of the things that I've talked about him being so high about, right? Or so high on him about, is his ability, like, even when his shot isn't falling, his ability to do other things on the court. And his shot was falling. I mean, he shot 50% from the field. He was 4 of 8. He only took 8 shots, and he hit some very key shots throughout the course of the game. But he just recognized, oh, I don't need to score. All these other guys are cooking. Instead of me taking away from them, let me be the point guard. I love that. He's going to have an opportunity against the Warriors because, LeBron James is out. He's going to be the guy. He's going to be the point guard. He's going to be running a lot of these sets. So you just got the 3 skilled guards that really just can really just take care of so much of the burden that LeBron James and Anthony Davis have to deal with on a regular basis. Right? Now that you have a Spencer Dinwiddie, again, like, if a D'Lo or a Reeves have an off night, it just gives you that other guy that can, just provide and gives us something off the bench we haven't had all season, which is that playmaker, that scorer, that legitimate sixth man guy. Like, okay, that is clearly our sixth man. The Lakers just really haven't had that all season. Spencer Dinwiddie going to be huge in that regard. And Rui Hachimura, right? He has really picked it up and has been very solid for the Lakers since moving in the starting unit. Obviously, he's coming off of a career high game this previous game against the Utah Jazz and was just absolutely brilliant. Seriously, he was just spectacular, to put it nicely. We need that from him. Now, obviously, he's better at the 4 than he is at the 3. Again, he just had his career high, and guess what position he played? The 4. He was in LeBron James's absence. And so far through the last 10 games, again, he's averaging 15 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, half a steal, half a block. He's shooting 62% from the floor, 47.2% from three-point range, 63% from the foul line. Got to pick that up. Can't have that happening. But he's been very efficient, very effective this year. As far as just the season goes, so far this season, he's averaging 12 points, 4 rebounds, 1.1 assists, half a block, and a steal. Will round up, be nice. He's shooting 40% from 3 and 51.5% from the field. We need his production. We need him to be aggressive. And one of the big upticks for him, as far as what you've seen the last 10 games, he's just been much more aggressive, and he hasn't been settling. So, like, you look at the last 3 games in particular, because it was after the Denver game was when Darvin Ham said he talked to Rui and was like, hey, we need you to be more aggressive. We need you to have the green light and just go. The last 3 games against the Pelicans, 21 points, 9 of 13 from the field. Detroit, 15 points, 7 of 10 from the field, so 70%. And then that Utah game, 36 points, 13 of 19 from the field. We need that Rui. We need the aggressive, not settling, not just constantly just jacking up threes, even though he's standing out there, taking his time to pump fake, get to his spots. Right? Lakers need to do a better job and continue to do a good job of utilizing him and putting him in position to have success. Right? Get him on the block. He's been moving without the basketball much more, and it's been very beneficial for him. He's been able to get the ball in some really nice spots. But he's got to do his part, but the Lakers have to do theirs as well. And Darvin Ham, as the head coach, has really got to put Rui in a position to have some success, in a position to succeed, which I fully believe Rui Hachimura can. But no, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how that takes off, and what he's capable of doing going forward, because we're going to need him. Again, we're going to need the other guys besides LeBron James and Anthony Davis to pick it up. Our 3 skill guards and our current small forward, but really should be our power forward, Rui Hachimura. And, again, in general, LeBron James and Anthony Davis, knock on wood, been very healthy up to this point. We need to do everything we can to keep them as healthy as possible. Because if we can get in the postseason, we have a healthy LeBron James and Anthony Davis, the Lakers bare minimum have a puncher's chance. Bare minimum. But how do we do that? The best way to do that is the other guys really start to pick it up or continue to pick it up. They have lately. If they continue to pick it up, then now you don't have to have LeBron James and Anthony Davis play 36 minutes a game, 40 minutes a game, right? If we're winning more times than not, then you can trust the other guys. I also think Spencer Dinwiddie is going to go a long way for LeBron James, because how many times have we seen usually D'Lo and LeBron will be on the bench and everything just kind of falls apart. Well, now LeBron, he could go to the bench, and you got a guy in Spencer Dinwiddie who can take over the point guard duties, take over the ball handling duties, and make plays, and LeBron can get his rest, and he doesn't have to play 36 minutes a game. I think that that's going to go a very long way for LeBron. I think that's also going to go a very long way for Anthony Davis, because it's just another guy to get him the basketball, another guy to take pressure off Anthony Davis, another guy to help AD not have to work so hard. So if we can continue to have these guys pick it up and play the way that they've been playing, sharing the basketball, taking care of the basketball, number one in assists and number one in a turnover percentage, you're going to win a lot of games that way. Sharon playing the right way and take care of the basketball means you're getting good shots, good looks, good opportunities, and the other team isn't getting the same. So the Lakers need to continue to play the way that they've been playing, right? I'd like the defense to pick it up a little bit. Granted, I get like our entire defensive lineup is out, but still, I do believe that we can lock down better defensively. I think that we can do a little better. Austin Reeves has been better as of late. He's not a great defensive guy, but can he just be serviceable? Can he just not get killed every possession, right? That would be nice. Same thing with like a D'Angelo Russell, right? Can D'Lo just be serviceable, right? Hold your own. That's all we really need from these guys. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion. I pass a question on to you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? Are you excited for this back half of the season? Do you think the Lakers handle business and go get these wins? However, whatever your thoughts are, I would love to hear it. So let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. Helps me enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Now subscribe to the channel. Hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.